This is an award show, so let's start with a question about some wins. What do you think, Alexis?
I like it.
Which NBA team won the most games in the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it the Celtics, the Thunder, the Cavs, or the Rockets?
Okay, let's make some announcements, Alexis.
Starting in the neighborhood, this player took the neighborhood over with, get this, nearly 8,000 wins.
8,000 wins? That could only be one person. Congratulations, Rebirth GTV. Moving on over to the city, it is tough out there, but one player stood tall and showed elite skills. Your 2K25 city champion is
Tufferson X, congratulations.
How come I didn't get the award?
You're not good enough, Chris.
All right, so we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is the secret to the success out here?
Coming right up, the Nets taking on the Bulls. For the Brooklyn Nets, a strong start. 3 out of 4. They're looking to set a firm foundation for the year ahead. Bulls, Nets, tip-off coming right up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Drexler out there with Stoudemire. And it's Mutombo. Then there's Parker. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, Maravich is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Hill. Then it's Lucas. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now, here is Maravich. Over Jordan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Parker against Lillard. Pocket 6. Here's Jordan. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Pass to Lucas. Second chance shot. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Parker passes to Drexler. Here's Mutombo. That's tipped and stolen by Olajuwon. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hill kicks to Maravich. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Now here's Stoudemire. And Maravich pulls it down. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
And that's why they call him the Pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
On the wing, and that's good off the glass that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And it's Hill with the jam.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Now, here's Lillard. After Grant Hill misses, the pass to Maravich. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Lillard from outside, and the Nets another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Here is Parker. No scoring in this one. Stoudemire outside. Back to Parker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Despite his size, Parker's got the speed and the ball skills to be a successful scorer inside.
Hill against Drexler. Hill passes to Lucas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
That free throw missing. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Lillard. He's got 6. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Lillard's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Parker outside. Floats one up. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lillard dishes to Hill. Back to Lillard. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Parker finds Drexler. Pass to Jordan. Michael Jordan on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over Maravich. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Maravich the pass to Lillard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Inside. Here's Jordan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Huge hole in the defense that position. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Nets lead by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
They've got Lucas. Damian Lillard out there with Maravich. That's Hill, and it's Elijah Wan in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jordan, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Lillard the pass to Maravich. To the inside, and Lucas slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Parker against Lillard. Parker passes to Stoudemire. Knocks it loose and stolen by Lucas. And Maravich on the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Stoudemire outside. Back to Parker. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
Here's Hill. And he makes good on the layup. Hill's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Hill. Here's Lucas. Ball's knocked loose.
Now we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Now Parker, he's got 8. Pulls up, high post. They get it back. Nets leading by 6. Here's Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Damian Lillard at the line 2 times.
Shoot 2.
Throw good, Damian Lillard. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Michael Jordan. Passes to Maravich. Nets passing it around. Parker against Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lucas, and it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. Lucas has got 4 this quarter. Bulls trail by 8. Parker passes to Schrempf. Knocked away. Hill looking around. Parker with the steal. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And stand a positive for the Bulls over the last couple of seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Stojakovic comes in for Hill. Halliburton subbed in for Lillard. Parker kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Schrempf. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Olajuwon with the rebound. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Parker, rebounded by the Nets.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Parker against Halliburton. For 3, Maravich. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They lost some of that physical edge here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Chicago also making some changes. Mutombo, he's checked in for Drummond. Drexler comes in for Detlef Schrempf. And it's Harper in for Tony Parker. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Halliburton passes to Maravich. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Another one for Maravich. The lights out jump shot, the ability to finish with either hand. No one's been able to touch it tonight.
Drexler tipped back in for 2. Drexler's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. timed that tip perfectly.
Good on the bucket.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
And here's Harper from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn net. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 16 points and 4 assists. Jack, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So for Chicago right now, Stoudemire out there with Mutombo. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Jordan. And it's Drexler in at the 3. Parker kicks to Drexler. Lucas against Stoudemire. 6 to shoot. Jordan can't get it to go.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Count it. Lillard's got 18 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Parker passes to Drexler. Here's Stoudemire, defended by Lucas. Stoudemire against Lucas, and stolen by Lucas. Here's Maravich. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. It's stolen by Hill. Feeds it to Lillard. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Mutombo kicks to Jordan. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Lucas. And it's Hill penetrating. The shot's good. He has 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here are the Bulls now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race.
Let's go, everyone.
And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Parker passes to Stoudemire. Back to Parker. To end the drought. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And Parker's ability to knock down that jumper. He is as consistent as they get.
Hill passes to Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Parker.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And Chicago shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Parker against Lillard. Stoudemire trying to break free. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Greer, defended by Jordan. Over Greer. No good from Jordan.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
5 to shoot. Here's Hill. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Here's Jordan. And that's off the glass and in. Jordan's got 14 points.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment...
A huge success, B.A. Thank you. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for the Nets. Chicago also making some changes. Oladipo comes in for Jordan. And it's Harper in for Parker. Oladipo taking his time here. Poke loose, fires the three. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Drexler against Hill. It's good. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pass to Mutombo. 1:32 left to play in the third. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Harper kicks to Stoudemire. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Stoudemire's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's Greer. Guarded by Oladipo. Greer passes to McDyess. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Bulls have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Harper up top. Covered by Lillard. Oladipo misses. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's McDyess. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Peja Stojakovic. Porter is out there with Halliburton. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's McDyess in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nets passing it around. Olajuwon kicks to Stojakovic. Chicago grabs the miss. Oladipo outside. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
It's good.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Harper the pass to Schrempf. Drummond working against Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the block. Harper against Halliburton. Hangs in the air. And Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Harper kicks to Oladipo. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And the layup is good.
Robinson. And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside Harper. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps the players' trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Here's Stojakovic, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Well, he knew the contact was coming. Drummond took it anyway and finished.
Halliburton passes to Stojakovic. Back to Halliburton. No good from outside. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and the size of Schrempf there makes it difficult on the D, really forcing them to have to foul on the way up.
At the line for the Bulls, net left Schrempf, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Schrempf. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Last 2 minutes to play. 4th quarter.
Harper the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Harper kicks to Schrempf. The Bulls with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Pass to Stojakovic. Back to Halliburton. Shoots over Harper. The offensive rebound. Olajuwon can't hit. The Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance
And it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lucas is checked in for Olajuwon, and Porter subbed in for Halliburton. And both free throws good from Stojakovic. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oladipo dishes to Shrimp. Outside, Robinson passes it to Harper. Over Porter, buries the easy one.
Well, Coach has to be ecstatic with how that trip down the floor went. They got the shot they wanted.
Porter against Harper. Porter passes to Stojakovic. A step-back shot here, and that one good.
They know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Robinson. Again, Chicago. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
You know my money, Scotty. Try drive me. Yo.